Well, you get what you pay for. You know, I changed this taillight lens, the whole housing and all that stuff, not just the lenses, about a week ago. And what was going on after that was when I was pressing on the brake, the tail lights would come on, and the parking lights actually, you know, the entire parking light system would come on when I pressed the brake, and the brake lights weren't working. And I said to myself, I didn't do nothing wrong. What the hell's going on here? So what I did was took it all apart. I didn't really see nothing wrong, but when I was taking it apart, it worked, and I was thinking maybe the socket or something was screwed up or something. And so what I did was I put an extra ground on it. Then I found out a couple of the wires were screwed up down in here where the plug was. The way it was manufactured, actually, there was some bare metal showing on the wire. I guess when they wrapped it up or something, they split the insulation, and now it's shorted out, blew the fuse. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to take Gorilla Tape and pull this out, you know, the housing out, and we're going to see where all the insulation is bad. Put Gorilla Tape over it and put a zip tie on each side of this Gorilla Tape so it doesn't come out, it doesn't unravel, and then you got insulation on the outside of the wire. And that's one way to fix it. But, you know, since there were $38 for both sides for the housings, I mean, usually it's like, that would be probably $150 or something like that for more from Suzuki, so it's kind of still worth it. Anyway, we'll get going on this. It's kind of a redneck repair, but it should work. Actually, that's how I temporarily fixed the old lights. What happened with the old lights was a wire finally broke or something, or the insulation came off of it. But this is a 1985, so you're talking from 34 years ago. You know, so finally, you know, these are brand new stuff, and the insulation was screwed up on the wire. So what I did on the old one, where it was all burnt out, it melted this backup light. That's why I changed it all out. But when I actually fixed it for, you know, it was working fine, except for the one backup light, which is totally melted with doing this method. So this is something to keep in mind if you have a problem with some wiring and you don't have any access to a new wire or something like that, or you just got to get something going where there's no room to splice in a wire. You put that stuff on it, the Gorilla Tape, and use the ties to hold the Gorilla Tape in place, and it won't unravel then. I mean, it's going to stay there solid. So what might have happened with this wire is that when this wire was stored, it was twisted or bent over real hard, especially around here. So I'm putting a piece of like tape, like half tape, wrap it around there, put a few of these ties around there so it doesn't unravel, and hopefully that's it. You know, test it out, change the fuse. Right now it blew the fuse. It's a 15 amp fuse, but you know, it's a brand new part. It shouldn't be doing that, but like, again, the quality of the part, or probably maybe, well, it's partly the quality, because even if you stored this and you twisted this end hard or something, wrapped it around in a box, and the insulation shouldn't have cracked off of it. So one time it was the ground was screwing up. I put an extra ground on it right here. One time it actually shorted out, and it's in these. It was actually these wires right here in this end part, but I'm going to wrap them all up all the way through. I've got to put the other two lenses on there. I hope I got it. You never know. You never know. Sometimes you fix stuff, it lasts forever. Sometimes it don't. So here's my little fuse box down here, and it's this fuse right here. So you got a 10 amp, and a 15 amp. That is the correct one for the freaking taillights and shit. There we go. Mr. Dixie, hi. This is Boots the cat's. Boots the Confederate cat's little meow meow kitten. He's about, what is he? 10 and a half months old, getting close to 11. I figure born May 5th, 2018, right? You're the last one. Well, if Mr. Paws goes, you'd be the second to last one. Get fixed, get your microchip and all that stuff. So, one thing at a time. Doing that window back there is going to be one thing that's going to interrupt me too. So once I get going on that, I got to have to get it done, right? Right, little fella? Yeah, huh? You're a little guy, huh? You never got that big. You don't look like you're gonna get that big. You're almost a year old already. Right? That's okay. You wander around a little bit, but he hangs out here a lot with his brother, Onyx, and his mommy, Feather are out here. He hangs around here when I'm here. As a matter of fact, I want to put you inside a little bit. Okay? One there, that's Onyx, the brother. He's a lot bigger than this guy. Paws is bigger than both of them, actually, if he ever comes back. Somebody stole him, I think. He was right on his head. He's tame, man. He's a good guy.